The Grand Illusion, Epstein, Madoff, the Pyramid of Power, and the Spectacle of Distraction. In the theater of modern power, illusion is more potent than reality, and the tale of Jeffrey Epstein is one of the most cunning illusions of our time. Many commentators have probed the edges of the story, exposing connections, timelines, even crimes. Yet still, they miss the architecture behind the curtain. As Machiavelli might remind us, men in general judge more by the eye than by the hand, and what they see is only the shadow, not the hand that moves it. The Mossad, the CIA, MI6, these agencies are not autonomous titans. They are tools, wielded with precision by a higher power structure that neither votes nor reveals its name. Epstein was not simply an intelligence asset. He was an operator in a global system of control, laundering, and leverage, under the indirect protection of financial dynasties such as the Rothschild network, whose influence eclipses borders, laws, and elections. Presidents? Puppets. Trump, Biden, Clinton, they are not architects of power, but opportunistic agents of it. They are summoned when needed, discarded when inconvenient, and forever bound by the secrets whispered to them behind closed doors. The Epstein-Trump link is real, but irrelevant in isolation. Epstein's service to Trump, whether in financial tricks, tax shelters, or money laundering, is just a subplot. The true role of Epstein was not that of a playboy, but of a banker priest in a global sacrificial system, laundering billions through offshore havens, cycling funds through Israel as a geopolitical safe zone, and returning them to the Western economy, tax-free and untraceable. He was not unique. Bernard Madoff played a near-identical role. Though sold to the public as the architect of a personal Ponzi scheme, the truth is far murkier. Madoff moved tens of billions of dollars for decades, yet no serious effort was made to trace where the money went. No network was dismantled, no offshore vaults unearthed. The world was told the money simply vanished, and the story was wrapped in myth. Like Epstein, Madoff likely worked for Israeli intelligence, and by extension, for the same global financial cabal, a system where Rothschild fingerprints often appear but are never officially named. Both men were gatekeepers of financial laundromats designed not just to enrich themselves or their clients, but to serve a larger strategic goal: create untouchable rivers of capital to finance covert operations, regime changes, media takeovers, bribery of politicians, and long-term geopolitical engineering. This shadow capital finances more than indulgence. It fuels wars. It sponsors blackmail. It owns politicians, captures regulators, and manufactures consent through media and academia. The deep state is a middle manager. The true sovereigns are silent shareholders of the world itself. But here lies the genius of the deception: sex. Nothing seduces the masses faster. The moment a scandal involves underage girls, orgies, or celebrities, it seizes 99.9% of public attention. Sex becomes the wag the dog trick, a calculated release valve. The public, sexually repressed and overstimulated by a culture of voyeurism and digital addiction, devours the scandal while ignoring the skeleton of power that orchestrated it. History offers precedents. Consider John F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe. The media obsessed over their affair, whispering about secret rendezvous and Hollywood glamour. But while eyes were glued to the bedroom drama, the real game, the CIA's operations in Cuba, JFK's resistance to the Federal Reserve, and Israel's nuclear ambitions, unfolded behind the scenes. Marilyn's mysterious death only deepened the fog, ensuring the emotional overtook the geopolitical. Think also of Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. For years, headlines were dominated by blue dresses and cigars. Meanwhile, deregulation of Wall Street, the destruction of Glass-Steagall, and NATO's expansion into Eastern Europe proceeded with barely a whisper. Sex is not the crime, it is the smokescreen. And so, the system defends itself not by silencing its critics, but by drowning them in spectacle. It hands the people scandalous fluff to feed on, while the real machinery of power, banking dynasties, intelligence cutouts, black budget syndicates, continues its work undisturbed, hidden in plain sight. You, who follow the Epstein story, may think you are peeling back the curtain. But unless you understand the pyramid, its layers, its logic, its masters, you are still gazing at shadows on the wall. Power does not reveal itself. It is discovered only by those who dare to look above the surface.